Hello, everybody, and welcome along to the watch-along for Brighton versus West Brom. This is a dearly departed show. We haven't done West Brom yet this season, so I thought I would bite the bullet and get it done tonight. Remember, our dearly departed teams: Leeds, Villa, Sheffield United, Fulham, and West Brom. And we are go in the Premier League for the 5:30 kick-off tonight. Let's say hello to everybody who is in the chat. Make yourself known. Let me know that you can hear me, see me. We will be here for the next couple of hours on this one. Chappers is here. David, Baggies forever. Good. Got some West Brom in here. Now then, Ben, says Jake. Baggies forever. Beg we can get a result. Other Jake, a Lincoln fan there for a gloat. How you doing, matey? And John Wayne is here as well. Let's just quickly have a look at where we're at in the Premier League table with these two sides because it's pretty tight down there. And if you're a West Brom fan, maybe you see this as a chance against what is at the moment a direct rival there. So Brighton in 16th. Maybe we would expect them a couple of places higher than that. Who knows? West Brom in 17th. Brighton do have a victory. They won 3-0 up at Newcastle. West Brom don't have a victory yet, but some signs that they're developing more towards the team that Bilic actually wants to sort of end up doing the majority of his season with. He's transitioning from last season's team that got him up from the Championship. Let's have a look at the two teams, which hopefully you can see up there. Let me just make that a little bit bigger. Can we still see all of that? We can. So for West Brom, now, they took Ajayi out of the team for Hegazi at the weekend. And since then, I believe Hegazi has actually left the club. So not entirely sure what was going on there. Maybe a West Brom fan can let me know about Hegazi because it looked like he sort of worked his way back into the team. But ho-hum, Ajayi back in the team and Hegazi gone. So Johnston in goal. Ivanovic adds some Premier League experience and calibre there alongside Ajayi. Furlong and Townsend are the fullbacks. We've seen O'Shea in that defence. We've seen Gibbs. We've seen Bartley. Definite air of Bilic trying out a few different things thus far. Livermore sits in front. So Romain Sawyers, I don't know whether he's injured or not, but he'd been absolutely key in there. He is not around. Kravinovic and Gallagher then is a new one on me, certainly from a West Brom point of view. Obviously, Kravinovic was used fairly sparingly last season and Gallagher has just come in on loan. But it's then the next three is where West Brom will think these are the players we want to get us through this season, i.e. Pereira, Dean Garner and Grant. That's where the money has been invested. Don't ask me how much, probably, I don't know, about 15 million a piece for each of the three. I think Pereira was actually a bit less than that, wasn't he? I think he was like 8 or 9 million. That said, that's where the money has gone for West Brom. So this is what Bilic has come up with. And it was closer than it had been at the weekend, hadn't it? If I just go this tournament, you will see that West Brom getting a 0-0 draw and a clean sheet in the last round against Burnley, having nearly beaten Chelsea, but obviously surrendered that 3-goal lead, and then defeats in the other games. Brighton only scoring points against Palace and against Newcastle, but look, they've played Chelsea, Man United and Everton in the 3 defeats, haven't they? So some tricky games so far for Brighton. Having a look at that Brighton team, I'm just seeing the players come out at the empty Amex. I'll come to your comments in just a second. Ryan in goal. Ex-Ipswich there, Adam Webster at centre-half. Byrne and Veltman. This is the sofa score idea of what formation they're going to play, by the way. Lamptey, who's been impressive at wing-back, down the right, and March down the left. Basuma and Ben White, there's one for you Leeds fans, apparently in central midfield. So someone will let me know whether that's happened before and if that's going to happen again. I think it has actually, hasn't it? So Trossard and Lallana will be flanking Mopai. We've seen this formation a lot this season already, especially in the Championship, actually. 3 at the back with the wing-backs, a double pivot, and then the idea of just the single striker with 2 close by. Supporting on the bench, look there, Danny Welbeck just released from Watford, that big contract there. Connolly, Auzathoth, McAllister, who's been impressive, Gross and Bernardo. So a bit of strength there. The bench for West Brom, well, Bartley, Gibbs have been involved in the first team. Callum Robinson has as well. He'll be annoyed that Carlin Grant has come straight in and taken his shirt. Edwards and Phillips. So maybe, as you'd expect with a team that had been up in the Premier League for a while, maybe a few more game changers essentially on the bench for Brighton. Let's have a look at some of your comments. I just need to scribble down the remainder of the West Brom team. But as you'd imagine, we're quite familiar with a lot of these West Brom players after covering them for all of last season. Kravinovic, Dian, Garner. There we go. I've done it. Right. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Get your predictions in. How do you see this one going? Can West Brom get their first win of the season in this one? Or will it be another winless game in what's, it starts to get a long run after a while, doesn't it? Well, stating the bleeding obvious, but there you go. Carlin Grant, goals needed for my fantasy team. There we go. Panda Man is here as well. This is going to be a bit of a slow game, isn't it? I don't know. There's some quality there, isn't there? Should be a good battle. And both of these sides, you know what these teams who are sort of existing in the bottom 8 in the Premier League are like. They look at these games as winning opportunities, but maybe you're right, Jaggy. They also look at them as ones to definitely not lose. Hoping for an Albion victory at best. Which Albion? Draw at worst, 3-2 to Baggins. There you go, Jake. Expecting a high-scoring game. I hope so. Jaggy hopes so too. Hello to Matt in the chat there. Always around. Respect, says Irene. Nice one. White Hart Dane is here as well. Good evening, sir. Ben White in midfield, apparently so. We can correct that if that's not true very soon. So Bilic said he was staying a few days later and Hegazi has left. Reports saying Bilic isn't best pleased. Well, it wasn't, as in it wasn't his decision, Baggies forever. Interesting. Evening to Lee. Stephen, greetings from the Mighty Potters. Lovely. Webster, also ex-Pompey. But Ipswich taught him everything he knows. Hey, JR, who knows? Mollenby not in the Brighton 18. May as well have come to Millwall. I'm sure you'd like him there, Chris, wouldn't you? Oh, my God, White, what have they done to you? There we go. Leeds don't seem to miss White at all. Not so far. Yes, I think we said hello there. Chris says 3-0. Goodness me. A lot of our fans make fun of him now. No animosity for me. I think he wanted to come. Yeah, come on. All Leeds fans would have wanted him to come, wouldn't they? So in terms of Ben White there, 3-1. Brighton says JR. West Brom for the win, says Matt. Henry is here up the blades. Nice one. 2-1 Baggies. 0-2 Baggies. Going to be cagey. Ben White struggled for Leeds in midfield. Fair point. Charlton, Bowyer players, Grant and Gallagher. There you go. Right. The players take the knee, and Mopai actually knew what was going on there and didn't take the centre like we've seen for a few of them. And away we go. Brighton kicking off. Ben White is most definitely playing in central midfield for those of you who are interested. Brighton going long, back to front. And we are a go-go. Get your comments in. Another game here on the channel. And I must quickly plug up there, www.fanfirst.co.uk. Go ahead and register at fanfirst.co.uk. And you can rate the players for this game. Indeed, I will be doing so afterwards as Webster calmly heads back to Ryan in the goal for Brighton. Matthew's commenting on my clothes again. Love the Super Mario shirt earlier. Yeah, I wore that on the wrong day, the day after Mario Vrancic scored another winning goal for Norwich. Indeed, of course, football fans manage to make everything about their own football team, don't they? So I was accused of wearing a Norwich t-shirt. I wasn't, obviously. Charles says 3 points for West Brom. Be good for us from a dearly departed point of view. Admit my bias there. I'm only covering 5 teams in the Premier League, so let's hope they get some results. Brighton on top in terms of possession after 70 seconds. Not a lot really has happened in this one so far. Bissouma has it in midfield, and here is Ben White. And he gives the ball away quite poorly, actually. Gallagher swarmed by the Brighton players, and Furlong is going to go back home into the centre-back. Ivanovic there. Let's just put the ticker up along the bottom. Oh, although they've broken the lines here, Mopai has it, and he plays a really poor ball ahead for Trossard. Trossard just held his run there. Mopai wasn't on the same wavelength at all as him, but they did break the lines briefly there, and Mopai sort of got into the 10 position, but nothing doing there. Support the channel via Super Chat, Patreon, or now the Teespring shop. If you look underneath this video, you'll see some merchandise now that you can buy. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. And we have reached over 12,900 subscribers now. Brilliant. Thank you, each and every one of you. We are closing in on 13,000. Unlucky for some. And it's broken there on the edge of the box for Kravinovic. Low shot. The line of the shot was good. Didn't get enough power. Bounced in front of Ryan, which can sometimes cause a problem there. I think he may be a bit disappointed there, Kravinovic. Yeah, it's a bit of a weak shot in the end. And it did open up for him a little bit, the Croat. Here's my entertainment now until the new Blades pod comes out. There you go. I knew someone was going to ask, how did I know it was Matthew? Look, we haven't done West Brom yet this season. I missed Leeds and Villa through work. So, yes, I've taken the hit. But what are you going to do, hey? Trying to push the channel. Think of it as an investment. Maybe you guys can help me with the super chat there, with that being said. 3 minutes gone. Small opening for Brighton in the Mopai in the 10 position, but a better opening for West Brom in terms of Kravinovic getting a shot off there about 60 seconds ago. Didn't get hold of it at all. And Ajayi with a hopeless pass there. 2 championship stars, Ajayi and White last season, already giving the ball away in this one. Get your thoughts if you are watching, or if you're relying on me to watch for you and take the hit. That is great. I will keep you updated. Nice ball by Webster. Lamptey's got space ahead of him, which he attacks. Puts the ball in early, headed away by Ajayi. Dean Garner tries to roll White. And Webster has it there. Brilliantly two-footed player, Adam Webster. I was a big fan at Ipswich. And they've broken the lines again. Here is Trossard out wide to March. Space now. Can he cross? Headed away. Mopai was in there, and the ball goes home to Johnston in the goal for Brighton. Jake says, White only struggled for 20 minutes and one half as defensive midfielder. He adapted quick, but Bielsa had him in that role using his defensive skills. His passing ability, he's got passing ability, but if Potter is using him as attacking midfielder, it'll be nasty. No, he appears to just be sitting Jake, so no danger there. It looks like the wing backs and the 2 supporting sort of wide forwards are going to be the attacking thrust. So I suspect White and Bissouma will just be able to sit in, which if you have one sitter and one runner in the system, you're really attacking. Believe you me, that's a very open system if it is done that way. Just quickly, SofaScore had it wrong. Webster not in the middle of the back three. Veltman is there. Webster to the right-hand side of that back three for anyone who's a nerd like me who wants these things to be all correct. His March coming forward from left wing-back. Diagonal ball across is a poor one. And Dejan Garner plays it inside to Kravinovic. Dejan Garner gets it back now. A bit of field ahead of him. Closed down by Ben White. Comes inside to Kravinovic. Nice give and go and given away. Turned over there and Byrne plays it back out to March. Tit for tat. Nice one in behind into the channel there. Mopai makes a good run and receives it. Mopai into the box. I say he makes a good run. No, he didn't. He was offside. Flag has gone up and 6 minutes gone here. 0-0. Decent pace to this. Ball moved nicely so far. Both teams seem to be into progressing the ball forward and trying to launch attacks, which, believe me, some of the watch-alongs I've done this season hasn't always been the case. So that is very encouraging. As ever, get your thoughts in the comments. If you're watching, if you're not, get your questions in and I will tell you what the hell is going on. I know a lot of people unhappy at the extra tariff to watch these games, but maybe I can help you out with that. Dejan Garner, Kravinovic into the left back. Townsend, Livermore. Ivanovic there. Livermore and Ivanovic giving a bit of experience there from a Premier League point of view. They play the channel here. Gallagher is away down the right-hand side. Tries to draw the foul from Bissouma. Little bit transparent, I thought. Surely the referee hasn't given that. Bissouma sort of a touch on the shoulder and Gallagher does not, well, no surprise to me, does not get the decision. 7.5 gone. 0-0. It went all the way through for a goal kick, which Matt Ryan, the Brighton keeper, will take long. Nice out ball from the goal kicks is Dan Byrne, who's about 8 feet tall, isn't he? Webster goes back home to Ryan. Bissouma tells him, calm down, just play it into someone's feet, which he does. And Webster, sublimely two-footed there. Oh, brilliant pass by Webster. All the way through to Mopai, who controls it really well. Looked like Ivanovic bumped him off the ball there. Yes, he did. And Mopai wins the free kick, holds his lower back. As if to say, you fouled me. And an attacking free kick here for Brighton. I don't know, 35 yards out. Left side of the box, Trossard is there. I think March is there as well. And it looks like this one is going into the box. Obviously, Byrne, supremely tall player. Webster has gone forward as well. Mopai is lurking. White is lurking. Let's see if they can get a good delivery here into the box. Brighton. Ivanovic is marshalling the West Brom defence. It's going to come in from the right foot, I think, of Trossard, although March is there as the left foot option. In it goes. Gallagher wins the header against Webster, just in front of him. And the ball has gone dead for a Brighton throw-in. Conor Gallagher defending well there. Hi to Noel. I'm very good, my friend. We soldier on. Another day, another game, another bit of content, another watch-along. We're fighting the good fight here. Here's Lamptey. Takes the throw-in, looking for Mopai, but Livermore heads clear and Kravinovic hooks it away. The West Brom players said he got caught there. Hell of a back pass there. Hoofed up in the air, and Matt Ryan has to arch back and chest it down. Does quite well, actually. Under a bit more pressure, that would have been interesting. Gallagher, does he foul Trossard? No, he doesn't. Referee waves play on. Kravinovic now. Fairly quick in the transition there. West Brom. Townsend has it down the left-hand side. He comes back to Livermore. Players ahead of the ball now. They need to move it a bit quicker. They've got Pereira onto it. Pereira just slips over, but played forward and Dejan Garner rolled it through. The flag is up. the game has gone dead. The ball actually ended up in the back of the net there. Carl and Grant put it in. Be interested to see what the decision was. I guess it was when Iain Garner rolled his man. He did so illegally. So West Brom had the ball in the net, although the entire Brighton team had stopped. And here come West Brom again, but Burn has stolen it into Trossard and switched out to Lamptey, who's got some field ahead of him. He's 1v1 now with Townsend, the left-back, who shows him inside. And that's where he goes. Plays it to Ben White, who goes into the box. Good run by White. And Ajayi, well, he seemed very confident with his shoulder-to-shoulder there. Just levers White off the ball. And White doesn't complain in the slightest there. Just seeing a replay of it. Fair contact, I guess. There we go. Super Lead says, oh, we do like to be beside the seaside. It's not quite in Brighton, is it? It's in Falmer or something. But yeah, I take your point. Brighton rocks. Reminds me of that Queen song. For you rock music nerds like me. Back to front there from Brighton and turned over. West Brom have it. West Brom are definitely in this game thus far. Looking for that first win. They'll be reasonably encouraged. Must be very wet there. Gallagher just played a ball along the ground, and as it rolled, loads of water springs up. Played in behind, and Iain Garner is onside. He lays it back, and really poor decision making there. I think it was Furlong on the edge of the box, spanked it. Interesting there. It was a straight ball floated over the top, and Iain Garner, let's have a look, times his run perfectly. Lamptey played him on. If he'd have managed to get the first touch there and be faced on goal, he was in there and anything could happen. But his touch is a difficult one to control. Yeah, his touch just takes him to his right-hand side. And then the ball, he controls with his left foot, hits his right knee and kind of rolls away from it. And yeah, it could have been an opening there. But Iain Garner, is he wearing Diang on the back of his shirt? Or did I just miss-see that? But yeah, couldn't quite control it. But the best openings so far have been for West Brom in their favour. Knee Down is here. Hello, sir. Happy little day. Jimmy went away. Met his little Jenny on a public holiday. Feel a little magic in the air. And we will stay. Oh, tune. I need to listen to that. Queen on fire there. Could almost be a quote from Quadrophenia. There we go. Bellboy is my hero. Oh, we do like to stroll down the prom. There you go. You know you rock music, do you? Did I consider a music quiz? There we go. The little magic in the air. They farewell, oh, rock of ages. We've been sidetracked. What is that? Sheer Heart Attack, isn't it? Brilliant album, that one. Possibly their best one, isn't it? Stolen there. Ajayi played it into midfield. Mopai has it. Bissouma slowed down there. It's gone out to March. 14 gone. Brighton in possession. West Brom edging it by my eye test. Would love a Ben Bloom music quiz. I want to play, though. That's half the battle. Maybe we could do it. I'll play the tunes on the keyboard and you have to name them. Iain, plan for the week. He wants to know whether we're doing Rotherham, Sheffield Wednesday. I haven't decided yet, Iain. Here comes Lamptey. Early cross by him. Nice shape on it. Ivanovic kind of lost it in the air there, but managed to get it clear. Brighton recycle. And it's gone out to Lamptey, who looks a nifty little player, doesn't he? Oh, nice ball by White early in to Lallana. Oh, lovely cross. Mopai has put it in the net, but he is offside. Lamptey looking dangerous there down that right-hand side. Looks a tricky little customer. It's a lovely ball by Ben White initially around the corner to launch that attack. Mopai, nice finish, but he is offside. Sorry, Iain. Don't know what the plan is yet. Shaylee was supposed to be going down to her her auntie's for a couple of days. So I've had to adjust a bit because she's hurt her back, bless her. So she's staying now. So we'll figure out what is going on during the week. Iain, sorry, very politician answer, but I don't know. Thomas, hi Ben, is your Bielsa song on a platform where I can buy it? I didn't put it on. No, it is on. You can listen through the podcast feed on Spotify or through YouTube. But just listen through YouTube and give me a 99p super chat. There you go, Thomas. But thank you. You can check out O Bielsa by me over on YouTube and tell your friends. Ashley's here. Hello, sir. And good evening. And Sean is here, a Spurs fan from Ireland. Spurs are up later, aren't they, against Burnley? We need a new song. I was thinking just the same, Matthew. Maybe after the incessant 3-game weeks and November 14th, I might have a weekend to do something. Name that tune with Benjamin Bloom. Love that. Brighton chairman must be laughing. He can name his price for White. Liverpool will pay it. We'll see. Kayfer, good evening, Ben. Hope you and the family are well. Enjoy your streams. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Kayfer. Very, very kind. We are all good. This is apart from one of the nerves in the bottom of Shadey's back, but otherwise we're all good. We can't complain. Thrown in there to Mopai. Ajayi is too strong for him, but he's a tricky little bugger, Mopai, isn't he? We saw him in the Championship with Brentford. Sean says, love the Amazon review series, bro. Oh, nice one. Yeah. What did you think of the show, the actual Amazon show? Let me know in the comments, Sean, and what's going to happen for Spurs tonight. And I've got Harry Kane captain in my fantasy team. So, yes, please, Harry Kane. Are you doing the Championship games tomorrow? Right, I can tell you that, Ashley, I am not. I'm doing Blue Monday tomorrow. So I'm watching Ipswich, Gillingham, and then I'll be on a Blue Monday stream afterwards. I have filmed the Championship preview stream, finished about 2 seconds before I started this. So I'll edit that afterwards. And if it's not ridiculously late, I will get that up tonight. But I won't be live tomorrow night. But, Ashley, I will be reviewing the Tuesday night games on Wednesday morning, and they'll drip out during the day as clips, and then we'll have a full show at 4:00 or something like that. Knee down, the Spurs Amazon show. I can't remember what it was called, but it was the fly on the wall thing at Spurs. Very enlightening, very good insight for Spurs fans. But Arrival took the series as a joke. I liked that. I liked it a lot, and Jose Mourinho is so box office, isn't he? Here's Pereira. In it goes, give and go with Kravinovic down the line. Such a good player, Pereira. Dean Garner against Webster, who is strong and skillful and wins the throw-in. Oh, God. I'm just lamenting as an Ipswich fan that we sold Adam Webster at the end of one season for £3 million. And at the end of the next season, he went for 24 million to the Premier League. So there you go. Thanks, Ashley. Keep me updated tomorrow night, though. Got it. Do you think it's more freestyle football now without any pressure fans? Certainly something's changed, Kayfer, hasn't it? So we will see. It was called Ben in the Forest. Nice. Who do I support? Ipswich Town. Ipswich Town is my team. Sean. Clipped in behind for Carlin Grant to chase. We haven't really mentioned Carlin Grant. He did stick the ball in the net, but the game had gone dead, hadn't it? Here is Kravinovic. Pereira. Oh, nice turn by Pereira. Basuma fouls him, surely. Lovely little bit of skill there. So the ball has gone dead. It's an attacking West Brom free kick. Fairly central, but I think Ajayi and Ivanovic, the big guys, are going up from the back. Is Auzathoth or Robinson playing? As in Callum? No, nor Auzathoth. Bad news animation for your fancy team. Haha, my uncle's a Norwich fan. Isn't everybody? Hey, they're everywhere. You must be happy with Ipswich. Can you sustain it? Probably not. No. We're never happy. Cross into the box. Sorry if that sounded a quick answer, knee down, but we've seen it before and it's collapsed before. So FA Cup draw at 7. What time is it now? 5:50. Will this game be finished by then? Maybe we can flip over to that and cover it. We will see. Keep It Up Forever is here. Any news on Wallace's injury? Right. Here's Bissouma. He's going to play it into White, who receives it right-footed and has a very heavy touch and then fouls Conor Gallagher, who goes down, takes the foul. 20 minutes gone in this one. I'm going to bring up the numbers on the split screen. Very even as far as the eye test goes. 2 shots to West Brom to 0. Obviously, no big chances yet. 92 passes. It's the definition of even, isn't it? Here is, you say West Brom maybe just edging it by the tiniest of margins, but yeah, competitive thus far. Here is March, the left wing back, to Burn, to White, to Burn. Who sings Burn? Deep Purple. That's a great song, isn't it, as well? Webster to Veltman. Big one into the channel by Burn, which goes all the way through. Johnston has a bit of a second where he wonders which side of the penalty line is, but he does grab it. K First says, not an Ipswich fan, but no, you've lost your last 2. Big game for your boys tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, we've got Gillingham, but Ipswich just lose difficult games the whole time. So they'll probably beat Gillingham, but then when the chips are down, not do it. There you go. He did just give a young, better left back a go. Yeah, let's see what QPR do tomorrow in that regard. Bissouma plays that one out wide to March. I did have a gig on Friday night, knee down, which was decent. And all the venues close at 10 p.m. now, so that's all right. Nice early night. So rock and roll, aren't they? White plays it back to Webster. Webster to Burn. Oh, he sidesteps Pereira there. I was going to say classy, then gives it away. Played ahead of Pereira by Gallagher. Pereira has got Burn probably where he wants him here. All clever, good imaginative player, Pereira. He tried to thread the eye of the needle there. Didn't quite manage to do it. And here comes Trossard. Carries the ball. Oh, lovely ball by Trossard. Lallana, Mopai. Oh, brilliant move. Good save by Johnston there. Superb stuff from Brighton there. Right down the middle of the pitch. Some quick passing there. Trossard, a danger. It was laid off by Lallana. Big chance there for Mopai. No pressure on the shooter. I'll give you the distances in just a sec. Lovely ball by Trossard. Lallana does so well. Mopai, it's not only a big chance, it's a massive chance he's got to score. He tries. It's a really good save by Johnston, actually. It comes to Mopai on the right foot. Johnston's wrong foot, and he sticks out the left foot and makes the save. But Mopai has got to score there. So we now flip our analysis to say Brighton should be in the lead. Trossard, again, he's at it now, isn't he? Into Lallana, tries a back heel, and Kravinovic turns it over, but given away. Lallana, lovely reverse ball by him. Trossard, who looks dangerous. Bissouma tries to find Mopai. And Sam Johnston, if he's got any sense, will hold on to this, get his team up the pitch and stop this recent surge that Brighton have had. I know a player called McGuinness, who is Irish, but I know a few others too from the past. McGuinness is on loan at Ipswich from Arsenal. Hasn't got on the pitch yet, but we'll see. Hymanen, Ashley, I think, isn't it? Are you playing us soon? Remember last time it was torrential rain? Yes. I don't know. Animation. So many games going. Ipswich scream 8th. Probably, yeah. Not good, hey? Thank you, Matthew. All the best for you. Back at 100 Club this year. It was booked, Chris, but I think we met there, Chris, didn't we? It was booked, but obviously COVID will probably put paid to that. Still of the Night. What does that mean, David? Is that an album title I'm missing? Here is Lamptey. Tries to play it through to Lallana, and Ajayi too strong in the box. Again, physically, Ajayi is very good because he's quick and powerful, isn't he? Okay defensively, but can't score for love nor money. What's going to happen tomorrow night at Barnsley then, or Wednesday, whenever it is? Brighton have 4 centre-backs on the pitch. Is this the infamous potable? It is, yeah. Don't misjudge the fact that they're 4 centre-backs. It's not Tony Pulis 4 centre-backs across a back 4, but yes, White being used as a midfielder. Don't worry, he's not playing too defensively. White Snake. There you go. To be fair, Brighton's points and position hasn't reflected their performance. Expecting a move up soon. It's a corner to Brighton. March to the back post, looking for Burn, who tries to hook it back over his head after being in a sort of strength battle with Ajayi. In the end, it goes out for a throw, which Bissouma tosses in to Webster. He receives it back. The big guys have stayed forward from the corner. Bissouma back to Webster. Fed in and... Oh, no, Mopai's done well and really good play. Just flipped back there. I think it was Trossard. I'm just giving him credit for everything if I'm not sure now. But they've had to go back into the centre halves. Where am I looking? I will go to the comments in just a sec, but Brighton in a good moment now since that missed chance. Mopai should have given them the lead, really. But they've been on top since then. 50-50 there between Dean Garner and Lamptey. That's a really good battle, those two. Two really good players by the look of it. They're going up against each other down the left-hand side. Right, sorry, we'll get some of your comments read now. But Mopai has it again. Here is Ben White in an advanced midfield position here. Out to Lamptey, who I very much like the look of. And Dean Garner makes the tackle there. Really good stuff between Dean Garner and Lamptey down the left-hand side for West Brom. Right-hand side for Brighton, obviously. Here's Webster, who is at the 3. Oh, dear. Centre of the 3 centre-backs. And he gives that away there. Poor from Webster for a player of his quality. Right. Here we go. Let's try and read some comments. Sorry, the game's moving real quick here. If Lincoln get promoted, what a rise that would be. Yes, there has been some money behind them, let's just say. It wouldn't be a fairy tale, but it would be a great rise, wouldn't it? QPR forever. JR agrees, it would be a tough task. Appleton, yeah. And George Grant as well. Look out for him. He scored against Ipswich at the weekend. He's on fire at the moment. Yeah, I couldn't spell that either. Although everyone does expect me to be able to speak 100 languages, but no, I can't. We did Chris Anishameth. There you go, isn't it? That's not confirmed. It might go ahead, but it might be with rubbish social distancing nonsense rules, etc. So Bits is here, the betting king here. 20 quid on this game, over 1.5 goals, 5 Brighton corners, 3 West Brom corners, and 10 buckets. Oh dear. You keep me posted on that one. Learned everything he knew at the New York Stadium, Semi-Ajayi. Yeah, great player for Rotherham, wasn't he? And in midfield as well. Burton steps forward, low cross, Mopai. Oh, another chance for Mopai there. He was on the near post. It was one of those where he's running onto it and he just slightly ahead of the ball when it comes to him. If it comes to him and he's a little bit further back, he can open his body up and stick it in with his right foot. As it stood, he had to kind of waft his left foot at it. Oh, and yeah, he does neither. He doesn't backheel it. He doesn't get anything on it. But Mopai in 2 really good positions in this last 10 minutes. Daz, who's doing for Sky Sports? I don't know. I've got the sound off and I've got my earphones in. So probably not, though, if it's on pay-per-view. Right, corner again for Brighton. Trossard has it, right-footed, in it goes. Brighton on top here now. Headed clear. Lamptey heads it back in. Ajayi half clears. Veltman blocks it. Lamptey tries to play it out wide and it's intercepted by Furlong. Here is Dean Garner. And he gives it back to Brighton. And March plays it to Bissouma. Good 10 minutes for Brighton. This last 10 minutes. Lamptey inside to Webster. I should have been in Newcastle Friday to watch Aussie. My tickets are now that old. They're going to depart me. Don't. We've all had. Look, we've got a nice restaurant booked on Friday for Shaylee's birthday, and we're just praying that Bedfordshire doesn't go up a tier and they have to do something about it. But there you go. Tottenham are the best, says Amitai. Nice. They could be in the same division next year. Who's that? Lincoln and someone. Here is Trossard again. Edge of the box here. Right-footed, hits the shot straight down Johnson's throat. Better service to Linden, and Chair finally steps up. Yeah. Let's see. And what system did they play QPR on Saturday? Because I noticed that like Chair, Adoma, Dykes, Bon, and one more attacking player all started. Did Willock start as well? Just seemed to throw the kitchen sink at it. How good is Sander Berger going to be if you watch him closely as a class above? Well, we thought that was the plan at Sheffield United, didn't we? They knew they were going to stay up, so they went big on Sander Berger. Yeah, he's delivering now, isn't he? Played his way into that midfield. Free kick. Sorry, not free kick. In with the centre halves here. The ball was in play. Sorry, into Basuma, who spins and runs past Gallagher. Gallagher gets a toe end on it. Ajayi cuts it out. Dean Garner, that's speculative for Carlin Grant. Carlin Grant is very isolated now. He's making the runs in behind, but not in any danger of getting on the ball now. And the distance between the West Brom midfield and Grant seems to be growing now as Brighton just seem to be taking control of this game. Now, his march down the left-hand side. Furlong stands him up and makes a good tackle, but March wins the corner. I'd say Brighton have been on top for about 10 minutes now. Is there any good youngsters coming through the ranks we should keep an eye on? Yes, Ipswich. Luke Wolfenden's a good centre-back. Flynn Down's a good centre midfielder in the first team. And then Idris El Mazouni, who you won't have heard of, or Armando Dobra. They'll be in the team before long. Good players there. And here, there you go. Come on, West Brom, supporting the dearly departed. And here's got the idea. Corner into Dan Burn and headed away by Ajayi. So this is a dearly departed show, as Anir says. Anir is a Bristol City fan, but he's come to check in on some of the teams that we did have in the Championship the past couple of seasons. This show covers Villa, Sheffield United, Leeds, West Brom, Fulham, those 5 teams. So we can have a little bit of a bias and say, go the dearly departed. I'm sure all Championship fans would like to see teams that get promoted succeed. So they know it might be okay if they do make it up. Take that TV money though, wouldn't you? Throw in to West Brom in the left back position. Knee down says, I think Chelsea have missed a trick with Lamptey. Did they give him away? I'm not aware. If anyone knows the player's history. Where are we looking here? Oh, Lincoln and Arsenal. Unlikely. There we go. Noel asked the all-important question. My glass of red. Well, would you believe this? I've got a Romanian Pinot Noir on the go here. It is literally Dracula juice. Look at the label. The label. Sorkova. It's quite cheap, like £6 or something, but nice drop. But I haven't started yet, to be honest. We'll have a little tipple later. Here's Mopai. Makes space for the shot. Johnston, unconvincing in the first instant, but good punch second time around. West Brom need to get a hold of this game. It is moving in the direction of Brighton. Let me know your thoughts if you are watching. Julian asked about my fantasy team. Rubbish, Julian. I need Harry Kane to score a hat-trick, basically, or I'm screwed this week. So, yeah, not good. How's yours, Julian? I'm sure you're only asking because yours has done well. Let me know. Leighton, come back and West Bromwich Albion. He's back in West Bromwich Albion? Who knows? Here's Livermore. Gallagher. Out to Pereira, who they've got on the ball 40 yards from goal on the touchline. They need him inside on the ball. They need to get some better possession. All about Pereira and Iain Garner in good positions if West Brom are going to get something from this game. 4-1-3-2, Linden and Bon up front. This season's Hugel and Wells. There you go. Here is Mopai. Goes home, back to Big Burn. Quiz. The name of the ground where West Brom played their first ever game. No idea. Wembley? Anyone know? Baggett at centre-back will be the next Ipswich star. There you go. You heard it here first from Bits. I haven't even had a look yet. 17 points. No way you captained Bamford. No way, Jake. Wow. Seeing as it's dearly departed, can I say how proud of the way my boys have started? And funny that it's the pundits seem so surprised. And if I hear one more comment about fitness, there you go. Yeah, brilliant. Leeds and Villa started the season superbly, both of them, haven't they? We just need West Brom and Fulham and Sheffield United to get their first win. Dear oh me. There we go. Regarding a bad nerve in the missus back, hot water, bottle and some paracetamol. Yeah. We got a friend who's a masseuse, Noel, who she's been WhatsApping back and forth with. So hopefully that's all good. I think Pepe is better than De Bruyne at the moment. Okay. Waitrose. Fruitiest red wine of my life. 3 mils reserve red. Nice. Here is Townsend to Iain Garner. High up the pitch now. Nice effort at a back heel. They've won the attacking throw-in here. They've got to get Iain Garner and Pereira in better positions. At the moment, they're stuck out wide with a wing-back and a wide centre-half between them and the goal. Townsend crosses. Grant has got away on the far post. Flicks it back and Furlong smashes a really difficult volley over the top of the bar. Ben, I've got 17 points this week. 17. Do you really want to know, Annie? Let me have a look. I doubt I've got many more than that. Mine's pathetic this week. But you can check out the Fantasy League video on Wednesday, although it might be entertaining because... actually, I've got 37. How have I got 37? Wilson... Reece James got 8 points for some reason. A clean sheet. And James Justin. Callum Wilson got 5 points. Don't know why. He didn't score, did he? But yeah, I've basically got Harry Kane to go as captain. But yeah, not expecting a lot. But Kane normally delivers, doesn't he? Hey, what a player he is. Elite Power. How am I? I'm great, Elite Power. Nice to see you. Charlie is here as well. Hello, sir. Good question, that, on Bristol City. Baconson there, rested at the weekend. Looks a great player, doesn't he? Lee says, Blades will be fine. I've seen enough to know we're okay. Yeah, you just need a game to go for them, Blades, don't they? But there we go. Jake says, hat-trick from Bamford made up for Aubameyang and Salah. Yeah, I took De Bruyne out and went for Mane and Salah this game week. So, yes, Callum Wilson got an assist for the free kick, did he? Oh, did he tap it to the side or something? Nice. Which fantasy am I doing? Fantasy Premier League, the Benjamin Bloom Channel League. You've got to get there. Burnley to beat Spurs 1-0, says Robert tonight. Daz thinks Sheffield United will beat City on Saturday. Bring it on. There. Right. Long one forward. Burn against Pereira there. Bit of a mismatch height-wise. Oh, good run by Burn. Really good run. Brilliant play by the centre-half. Round of applause for that. He's played it out wide to Trossard. Comes inside on his right foot. He's looking for the far post where Lamptey's made the run. Lamptey wins the header down to... Oh, how was that? And the ball is in the net. A really cringy own goal from West Brom there. Oh, it went into the box. It broke to Lamptey. He put it across. Lallana was there. And then I think Ivanovic played it against Livermore, or Livermore played it against Ivanovic. It's a horrible own goal for West Brom. So the ball goes in. It was a good run from Burn initially. Lamptey wins the header down. So much to say. Lallana's shot is blocked. Oh, no. Lamptey squares it. And Ivanovic kicks it into Livermore's face and it goes into his own net. It's a really cringeworthy own goal there. Another thing as well, Lamptey wins a header against Dean Garner in the build-up. Lamptey looks, look, I'm 5'8". Lamptey looks shorter than me, for goodness sake. Goodness me. Own goal there. Unfortunately, he's going to go down as a Jake Livermore own goal. It is 1-0 to Brighton. That is not what West Brom wanted. Goodness me. 1-0. If you've seen the goal, get your thoughts in. In the first instance, Dan Burn makes a really, really good run. He needs to take credit, but it's a mess from then on. Trossard crosses it in. Dean Garner loses a header against little Lamptey in the penalty box. Then it goes loose. Lallana's shot gets blocked. Goes loose to Lamptey. He crosses it. And then Ivanovic clears it against Livermore, hits him in the face and goes into the back of the net. Poor goal. Lamptey has just got a yellow card, by the way, late. For a little guy, he really leaves one on, who was that? It looked like Kravinovic there and takes the yellow card, Lamptey. He looks a good player. They're not afraid to get stuck in and he gets the yellow card. 1-0 to Brighton. Horrible own goal. Daz, buddy, I'm so sorry. I don't know who's on the mic for Sky Sports, my friend. I can't turn the sound on. I'll get done for copyright, and I've got my earphones in, buddy. So maybe if someone can let Daz know in the chat. And it says, "Come on, man." Chappers with a cringe face. It was a bit, wasn't it? Here though is Kravinovic, Gallagher, Furlong, Pereira. He's the guy you want on the ball. Switches the play. Commentator's curse there. Switches it right out of play there. If that didn't take a deflection, that was a horrendous pass there. Brighton 1-0 up. How's Ben White playing, says John. Fine. He's just sitting in midfield. One nice pass, progressive pass there. But in this system, he's operating as defensive midfielder. Shame to hear about the young lad, Jeremy Whiston, today. I don't know that story, Noel. If you want to smarten me up on that, please, Jeremy Whiston. It's things like this that happen to relegated teams, yeah. During my 18-19 teams, that often happen to it. There you go. Just terrible in both boxes. Well, West Brom fans will hope that that's not the case. But, yeah, the goal was an absolute mess, wasn't it? What do I think of Mike Dean? I like him very much. He's very entertaining. Out to the left wing to Townsend, who feeds it to Dean Garner, 1v1 with Webster. Dean Garner to Kravinovic, edge of the box. Back to Dean Garner again. Stands up Webster. Webster's too good for him. There. Webster looking every bit the Premier League centre back there. Although he gets a little bit lucky there. He was trying to play it up the line. A bit too clever for his own good, but the deflection is cleared in the end by the Brighton defence. Great. Livermore's in fantasy. Oh, no. No good. Yes, animation for the betterment of my channel. I haven't done West Brom yet this season, and they're my only dearly departed team I haven't done. Ex-Man City player that died at the age... Oh, dear, that's terrible news. Oh, dear. Yeah, sad news. I'll be interested and sad to hear a little bit more about that. Oh dear, my neck just click. Ouch. And then my eye's going to start to stream as well, which is so annoying in the middle of a stream. Come on, Webster. There you go. Annie's another Adam Webster fan like me. If you're a Pompey and Ipswich or a Bristol City fan, you'll be an Adam Webster fan. I'll admit my inbuilt bias to him. I think he's a great player. Here is Gallagher out to Townsend. Jay asks, do I think Alan St. Maxi, is he overrated? Well, you have to tell me, you have to give me more context on that. Who said what? Nice ball around the corner. Townsend into the box, cleared by Burn. Yeah, if you want me to comment on whether a player's overrated or not, you have to tell me who said what, and I'll tell you whether I think that that's overrating him or not. But in terms of the blanket definition, I'm afraid I can't answer that. Jay, oh dear. I don't know about any of this. So, yeah, hopefully that's not the case. But very sad news for that young player that is being talked about in the chat there. Here's Trossard. Trossard to Bissouma. Nicely. Into the box there and cleared. Lee says, hope I didn't get another park. No, I put an extra hour on in that damn car park. Lee's fully aware of my parking ticket. I got the same gig the other day. No, survived that one, Lee. Gave me a lovely glass of red in there, actually, Lee. You would have liked that. It was a Malbec. I'll find out what it was. Burnley Spurs predictions. I predict Harry Kane is going to score 5 goals and rescue my fantasy week and here. Lewis is here. Excellent. Nice one. Hi, Lewis, a Derby fan. Ashley, can't wait to see Reading on Dearly Departed. Ashley, I've got to take issue with one of your fans today. Half-time in this one. 1-0, Jake Livermore own goal. Embarrassing comments from a Reading fan on. I put a tweet up earlier. In fact, I might put it up so you can see it. Who do I think is the best Sky Sports commentator? The best pundit, I like Neville and Carragher, Daz. Probably Martin Tyler still, though. One of my friends said that because he's only scored 6 goals since last season. He's terrible. 6 points. Okay, yeah, fair enough, Jay. Remember, he's playing in a Newcastle team managed by Steve Bruce that don't do that much attacking. So, I don't think so. No, Jay. But thank you for giving me the context, my friend. Am I auditioning to be the next Pepsi man? I don't know what you mean, knee down. I don't know what you're saying. I'd like to sponsor the Romanian Dracula juice there. I'll have a glass of that in a minute, actually. Right, we're at half time. Thank you, Noel. I'll have a read of that. I don't really want to comment on it until I've had a read because it does sound very, very sad, but thank you. Right. Bale and Lloris. Okay, nice. Wants a clean sheet. Brighton says, come on, Brighton. Brighton with the lead in this one. Let's have a look at the numbers and then we'll do some Q&A at half time. That game swung in Brighton's favour with the Mopai chance, didn't it? They were the better side then. I thought West Brom were in it up until sort of 15, 16 minutes. And then, honestly, Brighton have been, I want to say head and shoulders above West Brom since then. Let's have a look at the numbers, see if it agrees with my eye test. 4 shots to 3, 3 shots on target. Big chances of revealing. 1 big chance there. 3 corners to 0. Possession 52-48. So, yeah, Brighton the better side. Yes, it was a very cringy own goal, but Mopai did miss that big chance beforehand, didn't he? And then couldn't get his feet sorted out for the other one. There's a more difficult chance. I know maybe I'm being a bit unfair on Mopai, but he should score the first chance, shouldn't he? So I think Brighton have value for their win. From a dearly departed point of view, come on, West Brom, get back into this. But West Brom have 2 really good players in their team, Iain Garner and Pereira, and they just continually receiving the ball really, really wide. That's the difference between playing them in a 4-1-4-1 and a 4-2-3-1, where they're just a bit narrower and can do more with it. So if I'm Bilic, do I sacrifice a bit of defensive solidity to get Iain Garner and Pereira a bit closer to Carl and Grant? Will that open up and let people like Trossard and Lallana then get more space and the wing-backs as well? And it's been fun with Iain Garner and Lamptey, but Lamptey is frankly winning that battle. Now look at the goal. Lamptey out-jumped Iain Garner for the goal. So you don't want to give Lamptey more space than he has already got. Would be my views on the first half. Where am I looking? I was going to read animations one there. 1-0, 24% possession. Tarkovsky scrap on the goal line, Marina. Comment of the day animation. Love it. Do I think Bale will start? Oh, good question, Daz. Thoughts on that in the comments? Harry to assist Son to assist Harry, 33-1. So both things need to happen. Nice. What was the tweet from the Reading fan? Yeah, I can talk about that, actually. Should I bring it up? I'll bring it up and I'll tell you what I mean. I'm not on split screen anymore. Last time I brought Twitter up on here, it brought my DMs up. So I must not do that. You can't see the split screen, can you? No. Right, let me just close my DMs. And where am I looking? How do I get... I don't know how to use Twitter on a desktop. Dear oh me, right, notifications. So, yeah, let's bring up my Twitter real quick, and I'll show you what I mean. I've got nothing against Reading fans, and congratulations for the brilliant start to the season. So, let me just make that a bit bigger. Sorry, guys. So I tweeted, 50% of people I polled, think that 3 teams currently in the Championship top 6 will stay there. If that's the case, which 3 do you think will be most likely? So, fairly innocent tweet. And this guy, Scotty, there, you can see, says Reading will finish about 11th. So, just a prediction, isn't it? And then stay-at-home dad, who's obviously a Reading fan, reacts very, very defensively and says, what have you been smoking? Take off any rose-tinted glasses or biased against any teams and look at the stats and tables. God, he sounds defensive. Also, the teams they have played. It sounds like you've been listening to the Clueless Second-Tier podcast and getting excited about ridiculous XG stats. So, look, this is probably just one bloke with 3 followers, but I have found that Reading fans at the moment are finding it a little bit hard to cope with the fact that they've jumped up from like 15th in the table to 1st, and they're doing absolutely brilliantly. And all of a sudden, everyone's saying about Reading now, oh, A, will they last the pace? And B, they won't last the pace. So all I would say is if you are a fan of a team that all of a sudden goes to the top of the league and you become very, very defensive about the fact that people are now questioning whether you'll stay there, the issue is with you, yeah, and your inability to cope with the big change in expectations. So I know we've got like Ashley, who's a great fan here, Adam. They're quite self-aware Reading fans. They kind of understand. If that happened to my team, I would be more of the view, look, this is a great surprise. Long may it continue. It's perfectly reasonable that you might think we might drop down the league. But look, we're a good team, and I hope we prove you wrong, is what I would say. Rather than, what was that rant? God, let me bring it back up. It's hilarious. Look, what have you been smoking? So there you go. Straight away on the attack. Rose-tinted glasses, biased. Have you been attacking the Second-Tier podcast as well? So, yeah, there you go. But good luck to Reading. Amazing, amazing start. But remember, sometimes we have to look at ourselves. It might be us that has the issue rather than, yeah, exactly. Look, Ashley says, if someone says something like that, I don't care, but I hope. Exactly. That's how you come back, isn't it? It's like, well, fine, you're entitled to your opinion, but I hope we prove you wrong is the exact reply. But there you go. Bit says, I don't see why Reading can't stay in the top 6. They're doing very well so far. If any team is going to drop off, it's going to be Bristol City. So there you go. So it's just an opinion, isn't it? And it's not unreasonable. And yeah, Lee says, remember we had that chat about angry people. We did. And it's very, very often the issue that you're accusing somebody else of is actually the issue that you're having trouble with. But there you go. We're going into COD psychology, aren't we? Remember when Leeds were in the same position as Reading? Then we got the new Messiah. I'm not saying the Reading guy is, but Bielsa is. Reading have underachieved the last couple of seasons, so it's not a massive surprise they're doing well, says Knee Down. That's where I come in, says Anne about Bristol City. There you go. Actually, Anne's put Livermore and Gallagher in double pivot. Deanne Garner, Pereira narrative, put Grant in false 9. Need to bring in Robinson probably to do that as well. But yeah, so yeah, that was the fun I was having on Twitter today. But we had the same thing chatting to some Villa fans last week who were getting very, very defensive about the fact that people were saying, oh, A, Villa won't stay up there, and B, can Villa stay up there? It's not unreasonable when a team jumps from 17th place to 2nd place to ask that question, is it? So that would be my advice. If that happens to your team, don't be like stay-at-home dad with his 3 followers and just yell at the world defensively. Be like Ashley in the chat and say, I don't care, but I hope we prove you wrong. There you go. But maybe we're fighting a losing battle to make football fans not react rah, rah, rah Right, we're on the second ad break. Get any more questions and comments coming in. Lee asks, might you do a mid-season review of our final table predictions? Honestly, Lee, I don't think I will. I've been very straight with I'm not going to look at them until the end of the season. But look, if we need content, I'll do it. But I think I want to leave it all the way through and be judged on the standard that I made the predictions on. So the standard is, I know, Lee, you wouldn't judge me, but the standard is I made the predictions for the end of the season at the start of the season. I will judge them at the end of the season. But I think what Lee's asking is, will we just see how we are doing? I think both West Brom and Fulham, says Marco, are travelling on return tickets back to the Championship. Sadly, Marco, for the dearly departed, it looks that way at the moment. But as a dearly departed apologist, I hope to be proved wrong and they don't get relegated. Does the loser in the West Brom Fulham game next weekend get sacked during the international break? I hope not, but they may be winless. And what round will that be, Plucky? Like round 7 or round 8 at that point in the Premier League. So it's not unfeasible that would happen. They will say the same when Town are top of the Championship next season. There you go. Ever the optimist bits. Lee says, if you are that passionate and angry about someone's opinion on football, you're angry for the wrong reasons in life. There you go. Although some people do use football as their method of letting off steam, don't they? That's their way of letting their anger and aggression out. As long as they're admitting they're doing it and don't want to enter into debates with reasonable people on reasonable terms when they're just letting off steam. But yeah, fair comment, Lee, as ever. Sensible bloke. Do a lot worse than go and follow Lee on Twitter and listen to him. Anna says, I will accept the fact that people are saying that we will drop off because we're in a transition period. But finally, Holden is the next Bielsa. There we go. Another international break. When is that? It's the 14th, isn't it? That weekend. Yeah. I'm going to need it, Noel, after... Look, it's literally going to be Saturday midweek, Saturday midweek, isn't it? And then... when's FA Cup first round? I think that's the week before as well. And that draw is happening tonight at 7 p.m. Actually, check out tomorrow. Reading will be on. Jack is here. Good. He says, awful half from us there. Hashtag West Brom. Yeah, first 15 was good, wasn't it? Do you agree, Jack? Iain, Garner and Pereira are not going to affect the game as wide as they are receiving the ball the way they're receiving it. They either need to come a bit narrower or that West Brom need to be quicker in transition and get them the ball in the space behind Lamptey and March, the Brighton wingbacks. Easier said than done. At the moment, Ben, can you give a shout out to Mrs. Sylvia? Am I pronouncing that correctly, Lee? I think she thinks I have someone else in my life, but this is you. Shout out to Mrs. Sylvia, if I'm pronouncing that right. I would rather chew broken grass than watch meaningless international fixtures. Is it the friendly against Ireland? I can't think. But yeah, I'm sure we'll be covering it over here. Anywho. Right, we are close to coming back to the second half in this one. Brighton 1, West Brom 0. Cringeworthy own goal by Livermore. Ivanovic hit it into his face after the ball bobbled across the box. After Grady Diangana lost a header against little Tariq Lamptey. Let's see if Bilic makes a change in either shape or personnel. He may not do so right on the 46th minute, but I suspect coming up to the hour mark, he may feel that he has to. Friendlies, says Nida. Jack says Pereira keeps drifting in. Need him at number 10 and someone to go wide right to cover him. Yeah, it depends, Jack. Do you want to use your wide players in a defensive mode and try and get, Pereira in the 10 where he is so dangerous? Or do you want to have the wide attacking outlet, but when the game goes against you, those players just end up further and further back, wider and wider. And we know, I said at the start of the broadcast here, if West Brom stay up, it will be because of Karlan Grant, Grady Diangana and Pereira, won't it? Matthias Pereira. Forgot his first name there for a second. They need to get them in dangerous positions. You may as well Warnock it if it's not going to happen and just have half of your team defensive and let these guys have the ball. Mick McCarthy vs Gareth Southgate. That would be something. Yeah, shame he's gone, isn't it? Ben, favourite crisps, Brandon flavour. Do you know what? I like plain Pringles. Very addictive. I could eat a whole tube of plain Pringles, probably, I reckon, in under 3 minutes at my worst. There you go. I can't work out how to get on your fantasy. Does anyone know the code for knee down? I think I might have it here, actually, knee down. Are you watching, sir? Someone tap this into the chat for me, please. T5QBR0. T5QBR0. Can someone pop that in the chat? In fact, can I put that in the chat? There we go. T5QBR0. There you go. There is the fantasy code there from me. We've kicked off the second half. If Bilic had any sense, he would have faced Bielsa. Stop it. Sour cream and onion Pringles. And here, I like the brand, but I'm not on the flavour there. Have you got it there? Knee down. Right, second half has kicked off. I suppose the other thing that West Brom could do is go 4-3-3 and go for a tight central midfield 3 and try and get Dean, Garner and Pereira nice and close to Grant that way. Maybe you do a double pivot with Gallagher and I think that was what Anis said, didn't he? With Gallagher and Livermore and just play Kravinovic as number 8 in front. But you're very narrow if you do that, especially playing against wing-backs. So, and Bilic isn't stupid. I'm sure he's way ahead of all of us on this tactical stuff. But Lallana draws the foul from Livermore. As ever, support the channel via Super Chat, Patreon. I know we've got a few Patreons in here. Thank you so much. Teespring shop now. If you buy a phone case or a Benjamin Bloom Football Channel t-shirt, hoodie, jumper, do let me know. Sorry, I've got to go into plug mode. I'm actually contractually obliged here. Our friends at fanfirst.co.uk. You can go and rate this game on FanFirst afterwards. I might do it while we're still in the stream so you can see what ratings I am going to give. In fact, we could decide together, couldn't we? That would be jolly fun. We go over to FanFirst at the end, but go and register yourself, especially if you're one of our dearly departed West Brom fans. Go and get your ratings in for West Brom versus Brighton at fanfirst.co.uk. Great website there. In fact, we'll try and remind me at the end of the broadcast, even though I've got the thing up there, I'll probably still forget because my brain is very ADHD, as you've probably realised. Oh, Bobber, why do I support West Brom? I have no idea. Anyway. Because you stick by your team. That's why. You got it, bud. Hang in there, my friend. Could be worse. You could be an Ipswich fan. Like me and Bits. Chris. Shout out to Chris Birch. There he is. Bits needs more corners. Here is Dean Garner down the left. Lots of numbers forward here, West Brom. Kravinovic out to Townsend into the box. Oh, Grant was up. Hit on the volley there by Gallagher. That was on target. And a Brighton defender got in the way. Encouraging from West Brom there. Trossard brings it clear and wins the throw. Good effort by Gallagher. We saw him for Swansea and Charlton last year do that a lot. That's on target. It's a good block by, I think, Veltman, the centre half there. Got his arms out the way and got his thigh behind it. Lamptey has it. Jack says, I'd get Phillips on, not sure for who. I like Krov, but that might be the sacrifice. Yeah, fair call. I'll bow to Jack's superior knowledge as a West Brom fan as well. How did Brom go to your league, Daniel? Might have to retype that one, my friend. I think predictive text might have got you there, buddy. Roast beef monster munch. Boom. Love it. West Brom need to get me more corners. Yes, I think I've read that one already, didn't I? I prefer fan second. Stop it. Fanfirst.co.uk. Always put the fans first. Mick McCarthy linked with Celtic. Is he Mick McCarthy? I don't know why it sounds like David Bowie when I'm doing Mick McCarthy. I can't do Mick McCarthy. Mick McCarthy. There you go. David Bowie. Mick McCarthy. David Bowie. That's what I've descended to. Here is Laptey. Plays it inside. Gallagher. Nice ball. Kravinovic. Pereira. Kravinovic. Dejan Garner. Those are the names you want to be hearing mentioned. Into the box. Well, they've clearly been told engage fullback cross ball because they've done it more times in 4 minutes in the second half than they did in the entire first half here. Lovely one round the corner there. Trossard, Lallana, good football. And Trossard switches the play out to Burn. Nice play by Brighton inside to Bissouma, who slows it down and goes back into Webster in the centre half. Ben, Paul Lambert in or out? I'll give him a chance. Give him a chance. Here is March in a really good position. Poor cross by March. Mick McCarthy is always linked to everyone, isn't he? Just Shane Duffy will be top scorer if he does get a job. Nice. Are you ready for Derby to do the Norwich 18-19 where they draw to their rivals away 1-1 and then go on a massive run and win the league with Martin top scorer and Jos like Brendan? I'm ready. I'm ready, Lewis. Bring it on. White or Cot? Make your choice. That sounds like those Saw movies, doesn't it? Live or die. Make your choice. Terrell C. Sea salt and black pepper. I think we've got some of them in the house. Nice. Bits is off. Nice to see you, my friend. Bob, I've forgotten. How can you forget Mick McCarthy existed? Nice. Primm is here. Long time no spit. All into the box there and headed clear. Seaweed still going down even if they win. We shall see. Baggies fan here, Christian. They do have a good squad, but sometimes lack concentration. Well, certainly for that goal. Ipswich can have Karanka for 10 quid. Yes, please. Still can't get excited by Scottish football. There you go. Ben having a Mick McCarthy, David Bowie mental breakdown. I'm off to drive to Inverness or Aberdeen or wherever in my with no shoes on. Headed clear on the far post. West Brom more possession, more territory this opening 6 minutes of this second half. Here comes Brighton and Lamptey down the right-hand side, running with Livermore. Livermore, surely he's fouled him, has he? Had his arms around him. Gets away with one there, I think, Livermore. Just not quite a foul, I think. He's lucky to get away with that one, Livermore, I think. Wily old pro. Is it okay to have a glass of red now? I think while we watch the second half. I think it probably is, isn't it? That's the best noise in the world, isn't it? There we go. Lewis, thoughts on the Derby chant to the song Sit Down by James? I suppose I better try and sing this, hadn't I? Jos Fiak, running down the wing. Camille, the Polska king. Nice, yeah. Nice to hear a new song come into football. Ooh, crossed into the back post there. March chested it back. It went up in the air. Christian, a new subscriber. Welcome, sir. And all the more the merrier, especially for dearly departed fans if it's a West Brom fan. So great to have you on board. Give us your insight. Slow but good. Ivanovic coming in makes the attack of West Brom weaker. Have to play a lower block, which means not enough players in attack. Nice. Lock. Ben, do you dislike Mick after his digs at Ipswich? Yeah, I really did. After he first went, I disliked him for his digs against Ipswich, and I disliked him for how he played the media and the wider football fan base like a fiddle and made us look really stupid and made him look, like the hero. Look, I respect him. He's a really good manager. He did a good job. He struggled in the last 2 years, but that probably wasn't his fault. It was a difficult job. But he did make us look silly. I disliked him for that. I've calmed down since then. So There you go. Surprised how the best two teams in the Championship have fared so differently in the Premier League since promotion. Yeah. I mean, there was a sense, who said that? Whale Shark. There was a sense that Bilic got West Brom up and Leeds were in year 2 of a plan and the pattern of play was stronger. So there is that, I guess. Ipswich should have 28 defenders and 30 midfielders and 1 striker. There we go. Do you think Wickham will get a point? Oh, dear. Well, yeah, they will get a point, but what a horrible start. 7 straight defeats. Now, there's a team who would have benefited from having Adams Park full to try and help them, wouldn't it? Every little helps there, but there you go. The Lord's my shepherd, ill not want. He takes me down to lion pastures green, delivered to the quiet waters by the West Brom. The West Brom, there you go. West Brom's defence does need to be stronger, but I think they're trying to set their path. Yeah, he seems to be developing to his new team. I remember John Rogers, Big Grant Holt, made a parody of it about 5 years ago. There you go. Right, good ball by Pereira out to Townsend, who hits Lamptey with his cross. That would have annoyed about 5,000 fans there. Nothing football fans hate more than a cross hitting the first man. They can't cope with that, can they? Here's March. The left wing back plays that one back to Burn. Brighton slowing the tempo down here, which is absolutely fine for them. They are leading 1-0. Chris says Wickham have played better in the last few games, but they won't get the first point. No. Hard ask against Watford, isn't it? When you consider the pedigree of those two squads and probably the wage bills. Webster, nice little ball slipped through to Lallana, to Trossard. Lamptey's with him. Trossard turns the other way, but then turns back. And in the end, gives it to Lamptey, who has to go back to Webster. Brighton just keeping the ball now. Here is Webster again. Clip that one in. Poor ball by Webster to Furlong, who intercepts. Pereira, lovely ball up the line to Gallagher, who beats Burn. Crosses low. Pereira arriving well marshalled there. It's Ben White actually using his centre-half instincts there just to see the danger, run ahead, sniff it out. But when they do get Pereira on the ball, outside of the left foot, nice ball into the channel. He has got quality, we know that. Can they get him on the ball narrower and closer to the goal, though? March has it. Basuma, excuse me. Basuma plays it inside to White. Not the best first touch. Livermore closes down. White keeps the ball cycling to Veltman and to Webster. Brighton will be happy with this. Jack says, we've struggled on and off since beating Blues on 14th of December. There you go. 100 points, 100 goals. How many points are Reading on course for at the moment in the Championship? About 130 probably with their start. Was Sagazi not good enough for West Brom, or are they really strapped for cash now and preparing to buy a striker? Maybe Josh King. I don't know what happened with Sagazi. He was literally in the team in the last game, weren't they? So I don't know. Maybe one of the West Brom fans in the chat will let us know. I can't print any words for lead songs. Yeah, okay. Sky TV. Unless it goes out for a corner, then it's those shouts of God. Yeah. Football fans lose their minds when a corner hits the first man. They don't quite understand that literally every footballer on the pitch can float a corner in and it beat the first man, but they'll literally all get headed away. But there you go. I have to be honest, West Brom for me were the best under Brian Robson. And that mad escape, I remember that. Eddie Howe to Celtic, Lennon to Fulham, Parker gets the sack. Marco's got it all planned out there. The good thing with being a Derby fan is as long as you do YouTube, I'll always be happy to talk about Derby. Good. And you'll always be welcome here. Good insight always from Lewis. Nick is here, a fellow Ipswich fan. When fans go back, they better not keep these early kickoffs. No, they won't. Will they? Ben, how is Ben White looking out of a Leeds shirt? Absolutely fine. Obviously, very different in terms of the style of play. It's different playing in front of 3 centre-backs than playing centre-back for Bielsa in the Championship as well. But he's an excellent player, Ben White, though, isn't he? So Webster, concentrate, yeah. He does have a gaff in him, doesn't he? Only because he's a kind of one of those, looks like he, how can I describe this without insulting him? Looks like he's very relaxed in possession, but he's got the chops to back it up, hasn't he, Webster? Here's Lamptey. Slips. And Dean Garner fights back, but Lamptey does well to actually keep hold of the ball there. And Webster plays it into White, receives it back. If anyone can let me know what happened with Hegazi. I don't know. I really, really don't know. Alan Pardew is doing a bit of radio. I think he's eyeing up. Yeah. We know what it's like. Where was he? Like Den Haag or something in Holland, wasn't he? March has got it. He's coming up to the penalty box. Lallana, overlaps low cross. Well cut out by Townsend there. Who's the left fullback? So hell of a bit covering by him to get over the other side. Went on Gumtree and Birmingham looking for 30 bricklads for the Blues goal. Nice. I think, no, my predictions haven't come out yet, so I won't reveal what they are yet. Go on Furlong, says QPR former R. Yes, he is indeed. What's the thoughts on the average player wage at Wycombe? Oh, God. In the Championship, a couple of grand probably. Nothing compared to what Norwich, Bournemouth and Watford will be paying. Lallana appears to have been substituted and is walking slowly on. The only 2 goals Wycombe have tallied the result of rank, poor defensive mistakes. Chris is right. Chris is always right, actually, around the Championship. But that is very true, isn't it? Bialkowski and Hanley making those mistakes. John says, I just watched Roger Osborne's goal in the 70th. Oh, beautiful. What a moment that was. New boy at the Hawthorns, maybe the impact we need. I think he's talking about Carl and Grant there. Where's Hegazi gone? I don't know. Somewhere on a free or... Actually, have they done that outside the window? I don't know. He's gone, that's for sure. Corner into the box there, cleared. Pereira has it. They're trying to break here. Pereira's giving it away to Trossard. Nice ball slid through to Mopai. Out to March. March lays it back. Pinged in, I think, by Gross. Sorry, I must go to the split screen there and actually tell you who the sub was that came on. I think it was Gross. Yeah, Gross on for Lallana just a minute ago. I assume he will be a like-for-like change. We will find out in just a second. Hegazi was sold to the Saudi League. Okay. We got a super chat. We need to say thank you to Dan Van Cleef. And that means I can drink to Dan. Thank you, sir. £10 super chat. Very, very kind. Not the first time Dan has been very supportive to me and my pursuits. If you want to follow Dan's lead in super chat, every little helps here, even if it's 99p or whatever, trying to make this my job and building things up pound by pound, basically. Callum Robinson has come on for Jake Livermore. So I'm assuming we are going 4-2-3-1 now. Although they're going to make another substitution as well. Dean Garner's going off. Interesting. Kyle Edwards is coming on. We'll figure out what the system is in just a second. I would assume maybe that Kravinovic and Gallagher will be a 2. And Robinson will join Edwards and Pereira in the 3 off the front. That does not appear to be the case. Gallagher is playing to the left, it looks like. I don't know what they've done, unless they've gone to a 3 at the back. Help me out here, guys. Trying to make out this system there. So, or Kravinovic and might just be a 4-1-4-1 with Edwards down the left. And Pereira, no, Robinson's gone down the right. Right, okay. Surely Edwards isn't playing in a double pivot. Here is Lamptey, crosses into the box, and it is headed away. And Gallagher has it. Oh, nice ball by Gallagher. Here's Robinson away down the right-hand side. 1v1 with Burton. Nice ball. Pereira, edge of the area. Arriving is Edwards. He has to check back. They need to get good quality in now. Townsend has it. Gallagher has it. Men forward still. The attack's slowed down. They need to keep the ball moving. Give and go between Robinson and Pereira. Furlong has it. There was no key pass there. No cross went in. No final pass went in. Disappointing that because it had opened up. They looked like they had them on the run there. Let's figure out this system here then. So Grant is still up top. Robinson has definitely gone out right. Don't know. I can't see enough of the pitch to tell you whether Iain Garner is sat in the stand now, looking pretty glum. He would have wanted to stay on, obviously. Yeah, it looks like they've stayed with a 4-1-4-1 here. Kravinovic is sat, and you've got Edwards left midfield with Gallagher, which has got Pereira central midfielder and Robinson to the right. Here is Townsend. Inside, Pereira in a good spot. Oh, he hit it left-footed, curling away from the keeper. That either clipped the outside of the post or went just wide. Closest that West Brom have been there. Pereira, so dangerous. Does that clip the post? Let's have a look. No, it doesn't. It's about 3 feet wide, in fact. But this is the benefit of having Pereira more centrally there in this new. Right, Sky have done a really lovely wide shot. So I am right. Let me just scribble on my piece of paper here. So Edwards is playing down the left wing. Kravinovic is sat in front of the back four. Gallagher and Pereira are central. So Pereira, as you see there, will be able to do more damage with Robinson down the right-hand side. So they're going to be a bit more open, but they should be a bit more attacking. And they've got fresh legs to cover Tariq Lamptey, who's been a threat down the right-hand side all game. Right. Let's have a look here. West Brom need to get Austin off the books to cut costs there. West Brom sold him for 3 or 4 million. Apparently he was on 70 grand a week. Wow. The Mirror conjectures that Bilic is West Brom future in doubt after Ghazi transferred behind his back. QPR forever agrees. Bilic not happy with what happened with Ghazi. Okay. Right. Well, let's see if West Brom can turn the screw a little bit now with this seemingly more attack-minded system here. Here's Kravinovic. Drives forward into the box. Grant tries to spin. It's gone clear. Kravinovic, edge of the box, hits the shot. Good effort, good save by Ryan in the goal for Brighton there. It's edge of the box, Kravinovic. They're forcing chances now. They look much more attacking. They will be much more open. They've not forced big chances, but certainly Pereira and Kravinovic, both good efforts from the edge of the box. This is much better from West Brom with this new, it's not a new shape, but it's a new strategy. I'm sure Iain Garner would still like to be on, but he got the hook. It's a corner for West Brom here. From the left-hand side, Pereira's going to take it. Plenty of players forward here. Furlong is having a word with the ref, or rather the ref is having a word with Furlong. No, Pereira has been purchased knee down for a good price as well. It's a really good deal for him. In goes the corner. Ryan punches away to the edge of the box, nodded on by Trossard. Robinson goes all of the way home. By the way, if you're in the feed now, please hit the like button. Whatever, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, please hit that thumbs up button. It helps other people find this stream, and they might come and join us. Wouldn't that be a fine thing? Here's Webster. This is West Brom's moment now. One of two things will probably happen here. They'll either score during this and they're back in the game, or it'll all fizzle out and Brighton will get a second. Let's see how this transpires. One in the channel for Mopai to chase. Ajayi and Ivanovic sandwich him, and just a little bit too much for. Maybe Dean Garner could sneak back on and score a last-minute header. That'd cause some trouble, wouldn't it? VAR probably wouldn't even pick it up, would it? Here's Ajay. Not quite sure where to play it, so he goes all the way home to Johnston, who goes out to Ivanovic. Pereira has come short for that one and played into Krovinovic and to Furlong. Furlong gets fouled there by March. Looks like Brighton are going to make another change in this one. Thumbs galore. Hit the thumbs up button if you're in the chat. And hello to Ashu. March, please, goal. Not going to happen, I'm afraid. Just been substituted. McAllister on for March. Here is Edwards. Gallagher. Edwards. Townsend. Gallagher. Gallagher puts it in the box. Nodded clear by Burton, who was probably fouled, to be honest, but referee lets that one go. Here is Pereira. Townsend again. 70 gone now. West Brom looking to get the equaliser. And then, heaven forbid, the first win. Just need to get back into the game first for our dearly departed there. But Brighton starting to look a little bit more comfortable after that West Brom rally, after the substitutions there of Edwards and Robinson coming on. Here's Krovinovic. Pereira had been fouled prior to Krovinovic receiving that. Bilic is going mental on the touchline. And it says, fact we got Webster for 3.6 million was an absolute steal. Your intentions were not to provoke me, but you have. You've made me just want to go, oh dear. Hope you haven't paid for this. Look, Tim, it is what it is. I haven't covered West Brom on Dearly Departed yet, so I'll take a hit for the team. And thankfully, some very kind people in the Super Chat have helped out. And then I can bring everybody the watch along. Into the box it goes, right to left from West Brom, headed back down. It's gone loose. Gallagher was nearly there. Back out to Robinson. Here's Furlong. Can he get a decent ball in? No. Burn gets a head on it, and Trossard is going to finish the job and get that clear up the line. Veltman has sprinted out from defence, and Krovinovic with the tackle to block that out. Brighton fairly comfortable defensively. West Brom just haven't managed to get a decent cross or a decent ball slid through in any of their attacking plays thus far. It's only been 2 shots from the edge of the box. One from Krovinovic, which was saved by Ryan, and one from Pereira, which just flashed wide of the post. Here's Webster. Strides out of defence. Nice ball in to McAllister, who comes inside off the left. Round the corner from Mopai out to Trossard. They've turned it over, though, and West Brom clear. Webster charging forward, front foot defending, heads it away. Edwards now plays it back to Townsend, the West Brom left back. Edwards has it on the left wing and plays it back to Townsend, who goes all the way home to Johnston. And, oh, that's very disappointing. Johnston has just booted it out of play. He doesn't look happy with himself. And a few of the West Brom players weren't happy with Johnston for ceding possession that easily. Christian says, looks like West Brom's efforts are rather poor tonight and must push for a draw. A win will not come easy now. Agreed on all counts there, Christian. Throwing down the right for Brighton. Turned over and Gallagher has it. Poor ball by Gallagher there. Played Pereira into trouble. Oh, brilliant feat by Pereira to win it back. But then he gives it away straight after and wins it back and gives it away. Very messy. Gross has it deep in midfield. 73 gone now. Brighton trying to control this game. McAllister tries to play in for Lamptey. Lamptey's quick, but he's not that quick. Ben Ipswich got him for 855 grand. Yeah, we did have a sell-on clause, but hey, would have liked the 24 million rather than the 3 million for Adam Webster. There you go. Peak Ipswich. Sold him at the wrong time. The issue was not selling him as well. The issue was then spending that money on John Nolan, Toto and Ciala. Guion's been quite good, but yeah, a couple of Shrewsbury players, Caden Jackson there. Talk Leeds asked, do you think Fulham and West Brom will go down? Without improvement, yes, they will go down. But I am hopeful, with my dearly departed hat on, that they find solutions as the season goes on and they can fight their way up the league. Doesn't look good at the moment, but fingers crossed things can change for both. Pereira, nice one into Gallagher, who steps away from Bissouma. Gallagher's not had a bad game. He plays it out to Robinson on the right wing. Robinson engages Burton. Good ball by Robinson. Out it goes to the edge of the box. Oh, it was Pereira again on the left foot. You get the feeling if West Brom can actually create a big chance in this game, that they'll take it, but they're just having efforts from the edge of the box, and Pereira's close again there. Curls it left-footed. Oh, inches there. Clips the outside of the post. I know they've got quality players like Pereira, West Brom, but they do need to make that big chance. You can't rely on Pereira curling one in from 25 yards, can you? But there you go. Who remembers Woolworths pick and mix? Only too well over in Ipswich QPR. Did you have a few samples on the way round, allegedly? Brighton have done this before, conceding the last quarter of the game being a goal up. Interesting. How's Ben White playing? Absolutely fine. Yeah. As we said earlier, we had that question earlier. He's playing central midfield with 3 centre-halves behind him and a wing-back to the side. So a very different role than he played at Leeds. But good player, White. Shame he couldn't get the transfer over to Leeds. But Cock is doing well there for the Whites. Webster has just got a yellow card. Now, you think that's bad? We sold Ferdinand to Newcastle and signed to Mark Haitley. Tremendous. Webster through the back of Carlin Grant gets the yellow card. 76 up in this one, which means there are just under 20 minutes to go with the stoppage time. Townsend crosses to the back post. Glanced on. Pereira recycles. Poor ball by Pereira. Given away. And Burn has it now for Brighton. Can't get the clearance there. And it's ended up a little bit fortuitously deflecting off Burn or Pereira, I think, maybe. And in the arms of Ryan. Auzathoth is coming on for Brighton now. Had to try before you buy. You ever bought pick and mix in the cinema? It costs about £8 for a bag, doesn't it? Crazy. When you're a kid at Woolworths, it was about £1.50 for a bag, wasn't it? Dear oh me. Burn. Webster. Long one forward. Was there a foul in there? I think possibly there was. Burn is on the ground and Gallagher's looking sheepish. Here comes Auzathoth. www.fanfirst.co.uk for our reviews after the game. I'll head over there live and we will have a look. Christian says he's a Baggies fan, but stewards for Walsall. Nice. I wouldn't wonder if the Baggies end up in League Two if not careful. Not so sure about that, but Premier League status is under threat if they don't improve, isn't it? Is Carlin Grant a substitute or not? He started. He's been on all match, Gubir. Watched Harrogate the other night against Bradford. First 15 minutes was like watching Brazil. Nice. I'll give Harrogate a look there. I think they're newly into the division, into the pyramid, aren't they? Long one forward for Burn. I don't know what he was doing forward there. Just a pressure release there. Bobber says, I think the game is lost. 79 gone in this one. Brighton up the pitch with a throw-in on the left wing. Good movement by Mopai, who wins a corner. Exactly what West Brom did not want. Brighton will run down the clock, get some territory, ease pressure. Could even score a second goal. Who knows? Auzathoth for Trossard is a defensive change. Yes. Corner for Brighton from the left-hand side. Looks like McAllister is going to take it. In it goes, headed clear on the near post by Carlin Grant. Sorry, it wasn't McAllister who took that corner at all. It was Gross. And he crosses back in, and that's easy for Johnston. 80 gone. 80 gone. Hopefully Ipswich will be back in the Prem soon. Sleeping Giant. Not soon enough. Hey, Championship would be a fine thing, wouldn't it? Ashley asks, has Carlin Grant been any good? No, but it's not his fault. He's been very isolated and the game hasn't worked in his favour. But no, he's not influenced it at all. Long ball from defence. Ben White will wonder what the hell is going on. I'm sure he'll adapt. If not for his bad injury at Portsmouth, Kevin Gallen was on his way to Man U. Wow, Kevin Gallen. Kevin Gallen's magic. He wears a magic hat. I remember that one. Here is a Jai. He goes home. 80 gone in this one. Can West Brom get the equaliser? The depressive part of my head says they've rallied and Brighton have withstood it and they're not going to. But I remain to be convinced. Here comes a Jai. Townsend. Townsend back to Ajayi and back to Ivanovic now. Brighton happy to sit in a mid-low block now without pressing the centre halves. Gallagher has it. Townsend. Edwards. Tries to switch the play, gives it away. Poor from Edwards. Mopai has it. It's not got much support. McAllister. Burn, Webster. Nice feet by Webster. Classy play again by the ex-Ipswich man. And it's out on the right-hand side. Here's Auzathoth. Nice feet by him. Double drag over and sends it back. Diagonal out from Ryan to Burn, which, as I say, is always a good out ball. Now, Robinson in the right wing position. It's going to fall for Grant. Grant makes space and Grant scores. 1-1. Great finish by Carlin Grant out of nowhere. Wow. 1-1. West Brom have equalised in this one. It was slid down the line for Callum Robinson. It's a lovely ball, actually, by Kravinovic. He needs big credit there. Robinson plays the early cross. Webster sticks out a bit of a lazy leg behind him and it falls to Grant. It's brilliant from Grant from there on. Takes a touch with his right foot, comes inside Ben White and he slams it home. That'll be his first goal for West Brom. That might possibly have also taken a bit of a nick off Webster trying to cover back. Possibly did. Not sure about that. But Kravinovic in the first instance, lovely ball through for Robinson down the right-hand side. Carlin Grant is immediately substituted after equalising. Robinson, the thing Robinson does well is crosses it early, and that forces the waft of the leg from Webster, put it that way. Grant does everything right after that, receives the ball, comes inside, hits it early with the right foot, and it is Brighton 1, West Brom 1. The Baggies equalise on 82 there. Wow. Get your thoughts in the comments on that one. Bobber says, yes, come on, you Baggies, get in West Brom, says Talk Leeds. Hurrah, says Christian. Come on, Grant, you little beauty. I think Annie's got him in his fantasy team. Nice job there. Here comes McAllister. And by the way, Matt Phillips came on for Carl and Grant. So I suspect Robinson will now go up front and Phillips will drop into the right wing position. And I suspect West Brom will now sit in and defend the point. It's a corner to Brighton, which is going to be swung in from the left-hand side to the back post. Johnston climbing up there with Byrne, who doesn't look happy. He got a clip round the ear from Johnston. No, it's not a foul there. I think he just got bumped after the ball had gone. So, hey, Annie, I never said it was Webster's fault, but it is a lazy leg. He swings at it there. About time. Boing, boing. Talk Lead says West Brom to win it 2-1. FA Cup draw starting soon. It's all happening here. Buzzing. If we hold on, I'll take a point there. Is Grant off? Yeah, Grant went straight off for Matt Phillips after he scored. Carl and Grant with his first goal. It is 1-1 in this one. 85 gone. West Brom getting the equaliser. Kravinovic, lovely progressive pass down the side. Robinson early cross. Webster, bit of a lazy leg at it. That then takes it away from the centre half, covering. Grant, touch and finish. Good job by him. And it is 1-1. Lamptey to McAllister. Pereira closes him down. McAllister boots it straight into Alzate's chest. And Gallagher brings it away. Here's Robinson now over on the left wing. So literally no one up front for West Brom. But Edwards has fed it into Gallagher. Goes for the return ball. Ben White covers it. And, silly from Edwards. He just pokes it out of play. Goodness me. Let me stand corrected. Come on, Baggies. Yeah, nice one. Draw starting now. Keep us updated on the FA Cup draw, if you can, as it's happening. Ashley says, Albion won't lose. Well, they're two Albions, so one of them might, but there you go. When I was at the game, I still took notifications when the thing is happening right in front of me. If Brom want to stay up, they need to beat teams like Brighton, not go defensive as soon as they equalise. Maybe. Need to win some games, don't they? Ipswich, number 24 in the draw. If Ipswich get Kingsley in. Oh, my God. Here is Pereira, fed out via Kravinovic to Furlong. 87 coming up now on the clock here. 1-1. Some idea that both sides might fold back in the next minute or two and say, okay, point. But let's see what transpires. Always time for a late one. Gross. Webster. Webster takes his time, feeds it nicely into Mopai, but poor touch from Mopai and Ivanovic gets it fed forward. Here is Matt Phillips running through the middle. Can he work Burn? Maybe 6 or 7 years ago, Matt Phillips would have been able to run through and power onto that, but he doesn't manage to. Orient versus Newport. Yeah, keep us posted in the chat here. Exactly, there are two Albions, so I'm saying Albion won't lose. Only one of them can lose, so I'm all right. No, you said Albion won't lose. So one of them could lose, in which case an Albion have lost. So saying Albion won't lose would be incorrect, actually, wouldn't it? Who cares? Bale's on the bench. Have we got Tottenham teams? Let me know in the chat. Torquay versus Cray Valley. Who are they, Chris? Keep us updated. Pereira. Sorry, the ball has gone dead there. I don't know which way. In West Brom's favour, Pereira gives it away there, not on the same wavelength as Matt Phillips. Nice one, actually. Bobber is nervous. I know how you feel. Sunderland, Mansfield, Bolton, Crew. Thanks for keeping us updated. We all want to know who Ipswich are going to get. Probably some away team miles and miles away as ever. Oxford Posh. Thank you, QPR forever. Keep us updated. Ajayi to Townsend. West Brom probably edging the possession here in terms of is someone going to create a big chance between now and the final whistle in this one. 1-1, 89 minutes now coming up in this one. Here is Matt Phillips. And cleared down the line. Ivanovic deals with that one. And Basuma wins the header. Did he get a shove there? Referee says not. And the ball has gone dead in West Brom's favour. Skyer showing Harry Kane's passes. Yes, he is rather good, isn't he? Depends on, we're in Albion hell, deciding who can or can't lose. There you go. Exeter v's Filed. Tonbridge v Bradford. Thank you for keeping us up to date in the cup draw. Pereira tries to feed that one through. Was there a foul there on Robinson on the edge of the box? No. They get away with it. We're coming up 90 minutes now. Mopai draws a foul off Ajayi, which will allow Brighton to come right up the pitch now. We're into stoppage time. 3 minutes, just the 3 minutes of stoppage time here at the Amex. Walsall, Bristol Rovers. Given away. Edwards steals it, and Edwards feeds it through. Here's Robinson now. Inside left position. Ben White with him. Robinson into the box. Gets it across, and Burn has to deal with it. West Brom pushing for a winner, possibly here. 90 and a half minutes up. 3 stoppage time to play. Attacking throw-in to West Brom on the left wing. 1-1. West Brom pushing for the winner, possibly. Robinson gives it back to Townsend. He can't get away from Veltman. But Brighton have got away with one there. And they come clear with it. Given away again, though. Ajayi steps on it. Here's Furlong. West Brom certainly more active in their pursuit here of the winning goal than Brighton. Here's Phillips. 1v1 with Burn. Kravinovic. Phillips. Stuck out on the right wing, though. He's 1v1 with Burn again. Double step over. Another one. Phillips trying to create a yard. Puts it across. Cleared by Webster. Ajayi recycles. Pereira. He's the guy you want on the ball. Flipped over by Pereira into the boxes. Furlong. Quality by Pereira. Corner for West Brom. There is one team trying to win this game, and it is West Brom at the moment. Real bit of skill by Pereira there. Flips it over. Oh, he went to chest control that Furlong. If he does, he's in behind the centre half. He didn't manage to. But West Brom have a corner. Now, it would do them to take their time taking it, because it will likely be the last phase of play if they do. It's gone short. Phillips floats the cross in. Headed up in the air by Webster. Headed half clear. Pereira hits the shot over the top with the left foot. And that, my friends, is likely, as Slaven Bilic wanders back towards the halfway line, to be the last effort and goal in this game. It was headed up in the air by Webster and then half cleared by Mopai. Do you know what? It was a West Brom player that got in Pereira's way as he came in for the half volley there. And over the top it goes. Veltman plays it long, 93-30, and that's gone all the way through to Johnston. Is there another attacking phase for West Brom? 92-36 of 93 we're expecting with the stoppage time. It's gone loose now. Robinson's running onto it. He's actually in the box. Robinson, low cross there. Oh, he couldn't pick out Kyle Edwards on the far post. Fair play to West Brom. They've really gone for this in stoppage time, haven't they? Really been at it. 92-55 coming up on the clock here. I can't see any reason why the ref would go over 93 minutes, and he does not. Full time here. Brighton 1, West Brom 1. Brighton take the lead in the first half of this one. Cringy own goal, kicked against Jake Livermore's face and flying into the net. However, Brighton had been the better side leading up to that. Neil Mopai missed a big chance. The game turned, and you need to give Slaven Bilic credit here, on the substitutions where Edwards and Robinson came on. Dejan Garner and Livermore went off. Kravinovic went and sat in front of the back four, which brought Pereira more central. Robinson played wide. And West Brom were probably the better side after that, and certainly created more of the chances. In the first instance, they were long-range chances. Pereira with 2 long-range efforts. Kravinovic had one save. Pereira hit the outside of the post. And in the end, Kravinovic, lovely ball down the line. Robinson crossed and Carl and Grant finished. West Brom, I think, deserved a point. And after they equalised, they did not sit back. And in stoppage time, if there was going to be a winner in this one, I think it would have been West Brom, let me just say. Let's have a look at the numbers and we'll see if that bears out my eye test here. Let me just remove the banner so we can all see. And it says, shall I make that a little bit bigger so we can actually read the damn thing? There we go. It says 51% possession West Brom, 9 shots to 5, 3 shots each on target, 6 corners to 2 in Brighton's favour, 1 big chance to 0. West Brom 474 on the passes to 471, but we've already had the possession stats. So, yeah, West Brom, pretty good value for a point, I would suggest in this one. Get your thoughts in the comment. I know the draw is happening. Bobber says, buzzing with the away point, positive sign. Carl and Grant getting the equalising goal. He is off the mark as a Premier League striker. Quite the rise for Carl and Grant, up from Charlton through Huddersfield and West Brom now, and he's now scoring on the TV in the Premier League. Good luck to him. We are sponsored by Fan First for this next couple of weeks. So I am going to show you exactly how Fan First works, and we'll do some live ratings, let you know if you think I am barking up the wrong tree. All you have to do is go in and register, and you can see there what happens. I'm now going to rate the Brighton players there. Let's give Ryan a 6. We'll give Webster a 6 because he had a lazy leg. Veltman was quite quiet. I thought Burn was slightly better, and White. Lamptey I liked, didn't have that much of an influence though. Lallana, yeah. March, I'll go a bit less. Bissouma. I'm going to go Trossard as my best Brighton player. And Mopai did miss the chance there. So those are my Brighton ratings. Johnston did what he did. Ivanovic, the own goal. Yeah. Townsend, okay. Ajayi, I'm going to go a bit higher on Ajayi. Furlong, poor decision-making on a couple of attacking plays. Livermore obviously went off. Kravinovic, good performance by him. Dejan Garner didn't last the 90. Gallagher, better. Pereira, always quality. And Grant gets the goal. So I'll go for Kravinovic and Ajayi as my guys there. John Moss was, we'll give John Moss a high mark there. He was absolutely fine. VAR did nothing, so we'll give it a 10. Match entertainment, I enjoyed it, and we will say finish there. So that is how Fan First works. All good fun, and you can get involved there like I just have. And everyone is telling me in the chat, Ipswich have got Portsmouth in the FA Cup. So there you go. Let's have a look. Is Fan First an app? I think it's a website at the moment, Annie, but we'll see what happens. Whether they can produce an app with that. Might not need 40 to stay up this season, 35 or whatever the normal amount is. Recent years, 36 have been enough. Ipswich, Pompey in the Cup. Right, let's say thank you very, very much for joining me on the stream. We will get the Championship preview out. What time is it? It's 7:30. Actually, let me know in the chat right now. Would you like the Championship preview out tonight if I can get it edited? If I can get it edited before 9 p.m, we'll get it up. If not, we'll put it up early tomorrow morning. Oh, Kings Lynn go to Port Vale. There you go. Thank you Thank you, everyone, very much for watching. Thank you for the super chats. Go ahead and support on Patreon and the Teesprings shop. Mike's asking about tomorrow night. I will not be doing Watford Wickham tomorrow night. I'm on Blue Monday duty for Ipswich Town tomorrow, so no watch along. But I will be live if you want to see me on the Blue Monday channel after Ipswich play Gillingham. If you want my thoughts on that, come and give us a look over that. Thanks, Annie. Thanks for joining in. Some good comments from you tonight. Thanks, JR. JR's a Patreon as well. Thank you for subscribing on there. Leeds 2020 as well. Daz, thank you for watching, sir. Ashley, put it out when you feel like it. There you go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We're just seeing Carlin Grant's equalising goal. Probably a deserved draw tonight for West Brom. In our watch-along tonight, it was Brighton 1, West Brom 1. Up the dearly departed. And I will see you very soon. Over and Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.